Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to make double deck turban with pleats. Okay, the materials you'll be needing is your scissors, your measuring tape, your fabric. I'm actually using this shiny stretchy fabric, your foam, and then your candle gun and your wax. I've already cut out my fabric. I cut it into 4 places. The first is for the double deck parts, which I have already cut into 2 places. The second one is for the upper part of the cap base, and the other one is for the lower part, which we are going to be pleating. Okay, we are going to start by making our pleats. Actually, the measurements I'm using for the pleated part. The measurement I'm using for this pleated part is about 24 inches by length, and for the width I'm using 10 inches. Okay, the measurement of this is going to depend on the number of pleats that you are making. It depends on the number of pleats that we are making. I'm going to start by forming our pleats just this way. You fold your fabric and then sew. After folding, you fold on top of the part that you have sewn and then sew again. Okay, ensure that you're going to use your pin. You use pin to tack it down before sewing. Use pin to tack it down before sewing, and then while stitching it, ensure that the layer you're putting on top covers your thread. And after doing that, we are now going to join the down part of it to the upper part of the cap base. I'm going to take that to the machine to sew now. Okay, after working on the pleats, the next thing I'm going to be working on now is the upper parts of the cap base. And I've already cut out my fabric. I've equally cut out my lining because I'm going to be lining it. I'm actually making this for a client. Okay, the measurement we are using for this, is 23 inches for the length, and then for the width I have 12.5 inches. You cut it out with your lining, and after that you place the lining on top of it with the right side facing the right side. When you're done placing it, you're going to sew all around it. Okay, you stitch from this point all around, and then when doing that, after doing that, ensure that you're going to leave a little bit of allowance for you to turn it out. You leave about, let's say, 1.5 or 2 inches for you to turn it out. And after doing that, you're going to join the upper part and the pleated part together. You're going to join it together. When you're done stitching, I'm done stitching it all around. The next thing I'm going to do is to turn it out.
When the birds start to sing, when the wind starts to blow, when the trees start to wave, when the sun starts to shine, when the rain starts to fall, when the snow starts to fall, when the stars start to shine, it's all because of you. Put a smile.
Fold it backwards and then sew. You sew from this part. Sew from this part down to this side. When you are done, you're going to be doing a running stitches along this part in order to put it together. You sew from this part down to this angle, and then Use your needle and thread to do a running stitch on the
When the sun starts to shine, when the rain starts to fall, when the snow starts to fall, when the stars start to shine, it's all because of you. Put a smile on your face. Hope you know you're so beautiful. It doesn't matter who you are. Hope you know that you're so beautiful. When the bird starts to sing, when the wind starts to blow, when the trees start to wave, when the sun starts to shine, when the rain starts to fall, when the snow starts to fall, when the stars start to shine, it's all because of you. Put a smile on your face. Hope you know you're so beautiful. It doesn't matter who you are. Hope you know that you're so beautiful. When the rain starts to fall, when the snow starts falling down, when the stars start to shine, it's all because of you. Put a smile on your face. Hope you know it doesn't matter who you are. Hope you know that you're so beautiful. Put a smile on your face. Hope you know you're so beautiful. It doesn't matter who you are. Hope you know that you're so beautiful.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to always see yourself beautiful. It doesn't matter how things look now, you are still beautiful.
Okay, the next thing we are going to be working on now is the double deck parts. Remember, we've cut our fabric out initially into two places. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to fold it into two. You fold it into two, just this way, and you sew along this part down. When you're done with that, you insert the foam inside after turning it out. Okay, after sewing the strands, you're going to join the two of them together, just like I have done here, using your candle gun. The next thing you're going to do is to attach it to your cap base. You will attach it this way, and please, when attaching it, ensure that it covers the last line of your thread. It will cover the last line of your thread, just like this. Can you see that? Use it and cover it. And then you're going to use your candle wax and then attach it all around. You start from the midpoint. I'm done attaching them together. Can you see that? Our cap is almost ready. Okay, what I did at the back is that I tacked it down, and then I'm going to be using my bow tie to cover it up. You can check my previous video on how to make a bow tie, okay, where I taught us how to make a simple sequin bow for a baby. But if you don't want to put anything at the back, you can actually make an opening here, and then you will insert this into it and sew it from the inner part. Okay, you will insert this into it and then sew it together when you're sewing this part. Okay, but for me, I want to make my own like this because that's where my clients wants it. So the next thing I'll do now is to attach this to the main cap, and our cap is ready. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share. See you in my next video.